Thanks so much, Justin. All right, it's time for Financial Focus. Steve Buden and I always chatting about a number of topics. The first one, though, the latest Las Vegas numbers, and we're talking visitation and gaming, and you were saying it's kind of flat.
Yeah.
It's good news, bad news.
The good news is the month of March has been a little flat. The good news is for the quarter, January through March, the numbers have been up over last year. The month of March was a little soft, but we're talking less than 1% either way, so it's not anything to be overly concerned about. Just interesting to analyze and see where we stand as a city.
Yeah, and you and I were saying some breaking news that just came out actually this morning. Free parking at the Wynn. They've gone self-parking, totally free now for anyone. You don't have to go spend a certain amount. I think for valet, it's free for folks that stay overnight. So parking fees, is it hurting visitation numbers? Is it hurting the amount of people that stay on the Strip?
Yeah, and I think if you talk to 10 people, you'll get 10 different opinions on this, because most of the Strip gaming wins and losses comes from Baccarat. That's really the high-end card game. But as far as the parking fees, it's definitely a public relations nightmare for a lot of the properties. Whether or not it contributes to losses or gains, I don't know. Let's track it, over the next few months and see if wins numbers come back because of the free parking.
Right.
I tend to think it's not that big of a deal, but like I said, it's a public relations issue.
Sure, definitely. All right, interesting stuff. All right, let's talk low inflation. New report out as well.
I bring this one up for a lot of our viewers who are on Social Security. The government will correct your Social Security or adjust your Social Security based on inflation numbers. And for the month of April and even year to date, they're showing inflation running at less than 2%. Now, the asterisk, which I always bring up with this, is they always exclude food and energy because they tend to move fairly quickly, which to me makes the numbers fairly inaccurate. Anybody driving by a gas station the last month knows that prices haven't stayed flat. They've been up pretty high. They're reporting a 1.6% increase. If that number continues, that should increase Social Security payments accordingly. So I'll report back on this during the summer, but it's just something to keep in mind as you're doing your planning.
Yeah, definitely. Something I saw over the weekend was that Amazon Prime is apparently going to go 1-day shipping now instead of 2, at least on as many things that they can for those Prime members, because remember they raised the membership, right? So now they're going, well, to make that you feel like that's a legitimate raise, we're going to give you 1-day shipping now. So what does that mean? Are other companies going to try and do that? It seems unbelievable.
And I knew you'd find that story.
Yeah.
Yes, it forces the Walmarts and the Targets to compete with this. Now, I find it fascinating. I'm wondering how Amazon can actually pull this off. I think I had read this morning that they're looking to build over 10 warehouses across the country to satisfy the demand. It's a great deal for the consumer. How and who is subsidizing this, the shipping companies or Amazon or Walmart or Target, how long they can continue to lose money on this is anybody's guess, but we should take full advantage while we can.
Right. I go around the whole Amazon Prime thing. You want to know how? This is me beating the system. You ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
My mom has Amazon Prime. I don't. And so if I ever need something shipped in 2 days, I say, Mom, order this for me. And then I send her money with Apple Pay instantly. And she buys it.
Anybody watching, there's the secret.
There's the secret.
That's how you beat it.
All you need is one person in the family, in the country, to have Amazon Prime. They can make all the orders. You Apple Pay them the money.
There you go.
All right. See, just trying to teach people,
Very nice.
Thanks, Steve, so much for the report. We'll see you next week with Financial Focus. Stay with us.